welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for September the 9th through September the Let me see. Through September the 15th. Guys, I just want to say thank you so much for all the wonderful sentiments and for your patience and your support and loyalty during this really difficult time. As most of you know, my brother passed away last week, so I just needed some time, alone in solitude to kind of contemplate my feelings around that. So I really, really appreciate you. And these readings are dedicated to my brother Michael. I know he would have said, get on with it, So that's what I'm doing. It doesn't mean I don't get sad at times, but the show must go on. And anyway, these readings are for the collective, guys. So take what resonates and leave the rest. If you're new, welcome. I really hope you enjoy these readings and that you come back. If you would like a personal, more tailored reading, you may click on this link here or go to my website. And all the links for everything is in the show more section below, the description box. I will have links to the other videos in there because this is for your sun, moon and rising. So check out the other videos. And I also have a Facebook group that's closed, and the link to that will be there. And every other week I do a live feed just for that group, and we talk. I look at the aspects and how usually it's a full moon and a new moon. That's how I do it every 2 weeks, and we look at your sign and how you will be impacted by that celestial sky at the time. And I also do, answer questions with the tarot, so that we have fun in that group. So, join the group. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and please like, share and comment on my videos. I'd really appreciate that. Now my videos come in 3 sections: the intro, which is this, then the astrological reading, and then the tarot. And there are skip times for each section in the show more section below, so you'll be able to skip, especially if you're checking out your sun, moon and rising. And another way to support this channel is through Patreon, and I really want to thank my patrons. I really appreciate you. Thank you for believing in me and supporting me. And I especially want to thank Hilary Smith, has been so generous and so kind during this time, and Joe Lamar. He's also been extremely generous and kind and checking in on me, and Beth, thank you so much. Beth has been extremely generous and caring and kind. So everyone's been very kind. I'm very, very fortunate to have such wonderful and incredible people in my life, and I'm really thankful for that from the bottom of my heart. So without further ado, let's go to the astrology section, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrological portion of your reading for the week of September the 9th through the 15th. And what a dynamic celestial sky we have this week. It is incredible. At the beginning of the week, we start off with a stellium of planets in Virgo. Virgo is an earth sign. It's a mutable sign, which means it's kind of flexible and, it sways, it moves here and moves there. There are 4 planets in Virgo at the beginning of the week. By the end of the week, 2 of those planets will move into Libra. So that will be Mercury and Venus. So they move from this very kind of heavy, grounded earth sign into a very light intellectual air sign. But more about that later, because the big news this week is the full moon in Pisces on the 13th or 14th of September, which is the Friday or Saturday, depending on where you are on the planet. Now, the full moon, as most of you know, is when the sun is opposite the moon. In fact, it is the sun that is reflecting on the moon that gives the moon the light. The moon doesn't have any light of its own per se. It just reflects the moon, the light from the sun. So a full moon is the completion of the lunar cycle. So it is the culmination of the cycle. It's a time, it's the crescendo, if you will. It rules our emotions. So we're very affected by the moon, and it's very close to the Earth. It's the closest planet to the Earth, so we definitely feel that. And it's a very fast-moving planet. That's why they say, you know, Cancerians are ruled by the moon, right? And that, you know, they call them moody because the moon, you know, moves very fast, faster than any other planet. So they go through moods quickly. Now, the full moon is a really good time to let go, to slough off your emotions, to forgive yourself, forgive others, to let go of something that needs to go, to allow that to move away, to just let it go. Sometimes it's good to look at what we started at the new moon and see how far we've come. Has it completed? Whatever we planned or started at the first moon, at the new moon, I mean, can come to a culmination at the full moon. Now, on Friday, the 13th, this is before the full moon in Pisces. And I just want to mention, right, so the moon is in Pisces and the sun is in Virgo. Virgo, as I said before, is this grounding, mutable energy. And Pisces is a mutable energy also. It's watery. It's the most sensitive of all signs. It's the oldest sign in the zodiac. It is a completion of the zodiac, if you will. So where Virgo is very practical and grounding and analytical and, you know, problem solving, Pisces is kind of very ethereal. There's a connection with the ethereal realm. It's like having one foot in the ethereal realm and one foot on the ground, right? And Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and Neptune is actually next to this moon at the time. So the thing about Neptune is this is a really spiritual and what do I want to say? Psychic, intuitive full moon. This is when we tap into our intuition. You know, it's where logic and intuition come into play. It's almost like the head and the heart come together, and you can really make intelligent decisions. It's really a wonderful time for meditation, for connecting with the higher realm. Not only that, okay, so I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. So Mercury is, so on Friday before Mercury and Venus move into Libra, they are together in Virgo, what we call conjunct. And their energies are melding, right? And they are, you know, Venus is about relationships, and Mercury is about conversation. It's about communication. This is a communicating full moon. It is an intuitive full moon. It's so powerful. This is really important. This is an incredible time. It's almost like epiphanies can happen during this time, because the sun is also on that same day, on Friday, actually at 3:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the sun trines Pluto. Now, 333, means the angels and the ascended masters are surrounding you, right? And this is so what's happening. The sun, the creator, right? Godlike. And you've got Pluto from the underworld, but really, a power. It's a power dynamic. This is strong and powerful. And it's in a trine is a beautiful relationship. So this is a wonderful opportunity to be empowered, to look at your own personal power, to go within, to seek guidance from the ethereal realm, from spirit, from the angels, to connect with them. I mean, this is just it's so incredible. Now, when when this full moon happens, right, we have all of this, what I like to call a cosmic soup happening. We have this, what we call a T-square in astrology, and this means that it's like a very kind of wide triangle, if you will, from the full moon to Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is about expansion. It's about, spirituality. It's about the higher realms. It's higher learning, right? And it's in a contentious relationship with the moon and the sun at the same time. Now, squares are kind of motivators, right? They're contentious, but there's a breaking point, right, where they break apart, and then something wonderful comes out of it. So squares are motivators. They're not really, they're not a bad aspect. They are, as I said before, motivators. So this is a really okay, so I get really excited. This is a really wonderful opportunity to connect with spirit, to go within, to look at what has empowered you in the past and what you need to do going forward. This is kind of epiphanies where you could be doing something and say, wow, you know what? This isn't working for me anymore. It's almost like there's major life-changing decisions for a lot of people, and people will make it. Will make those life-changing decisions. It's about being empowered. It's about doing what's right for you, what's right for everyone, because what's right for you is right for everyone. Now, you must be careful not to let the ego get in. So it's really important to meditate. It's really important to hear. Prayer is talking to God. Meditation is listening. So all you have to do is to make sure that your pride and ego don't get in the way, and that you humbly go within and search for what's right for you. I mean, this is just such a powerful full moon. It's exciting. Now, Venus, Mercury moves into Libra about 3:15 in the afternoon. And I also want to mention that what's interesting at this full moon is Mercury rules Virgo. And so that's together in the sign with the sun. So this is what's interesting is, right, the ruler of Virgo is next to the sun, and the ruler of Pisces is next to the moon. This makes it even more powerful and stronger. And we will look, Pisces and Neptune is about creativity on the higher scale, right? It's creativity, it's illusion, it's like tapping into the ethereal realm. And on the downside, it can be delusion, it can be foggy, it can take you in daydreams, and it's very difficult to get focused sometimes. Like, I've had to pull myself together. When Neptune is at play, it's you can have a lifetime in a couple of hours, and it's important not to kind of you can get melancholy at this time, and you can get a little sad, and perhaps, especially when the squares are happening, you can get a little fearful. But you have Mars opposite Neptune too, so that kind of gives you, Mars and the Sun, it gives you that kind of energy that you want to get up and you want to do something, and you want. But what's interesting is Pisces is relaxed and chill and contemplate and be creative, and Mars and the Sun is like action and creativity and excitement and fast energy. So you have this push-pull. It's important to remain balanced during this time. And what is lovely is that Venus moves into its home sign of Libra, right? A bit later on that day, after Mercury moves into Libra. And Mercury is about, balance. Mercury is about the intellect, thought process, and communication. And Libra is about balance and diplomacy. And so, your communications become a lot more kind of calmer and balanced and harmonious. And Venus moves into Libra, and that's Venus's home sign. She's very refined in Libra. She's intellectual. She likes to express herself through poetry and music and art. So we will feel that wonderful expression of poetry and art and music. Will get that incredible appreciation for that. And actually, that's a really great way to channel that energy. And if you're a writer or you're into the visual arts, this is perfect energy for you to move forward. But all in all, this really powerful full moon, prepare for it. Do a full moon ritual, charge your crystals. Do a ritual, meditate during it. I'm going to go out and I will meditate in the outdoors under this moon. I will moon bathe and I will meditate under this full moon, because we are going to make such amazing connections during this time. Thank you, guys. Let's go to your tarot reading, shall we? Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your reading for September the 9th through September the 15th. Happy birthday! It's your birthday month. It's your birthday. You can cry if you want to. Okay, so I have some very close and dear Virgo friends that I want to shout out. Of course, my sister Kathleen, you all, if you've watched this before, you all know I refer to my sister Kathleen all the time because she usually watches all the time. So Kathleen, happy birthday. I really hope that you have a lovely day on your birthday. I know it's been challenging recently with everything going on. But, I hope that you get a respite that day and that things go your way. And I want to say happy birthday to my Aunt Bessie Smith. Happy birthday too. And my fellow astrologer and patron, Beth Price, thank you. You really have supported me and I really appreciate you. And Kerry Perkins over the pond, happy birthday to you too. And Erin McDonald, my champion. Thank you, Erin. You're amazing and happy birthday. And my oldest friend, and I don't mean in age, Sharon Downs. I've known her since I was 8 years old. Happy birthday, Sharon. I know that you miss your husband and you've gone through some tragedy, but I really hope your birthday shines and you are treated especially as you make other people feel special. So without further ado, guys, let's go to your cards. Okay. This is for Virgo. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give those birthday Virgos for this coming week? 3 cards for Virgo, please. Oh, there's 1. 2 more cards for Virgo, please. Oh, 2 more cards for Virgo. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information. Oh, there's the 2. Good, there was 1 there. I did not want it to come out, and it didn't. Fabulous. Okay, so now we have the clarifying cards for you guys. And let's see what we have. Okay, these are clarifying cards for Virgo. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Virgo for this coming week, for their birthday? Oh, there you go. And let's clarify. Oh, let's clarify. Cards for Virgo. Oh, there we go. And let's clarify. Let's clarify. Oh, is it coming out? No, it wanted to. It's not. Oh, there it is. That was the one that jumped out. Yes, yes, yes. I knew that. Okay, let's look at your cards. The first card out is the 8 of Pentacles. Clarifying the 8 of Pentacles is the Emperor card. Then you have the 7 of Cups, clarified by the 7 of Wands, 7, 7. Then you have the Page of Cups, clarified by the 3 of Cups. Lovely. Oops, too high. There you go. Okay, so the first card out for you is the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles is the Apprentice card. It's about learning something new, perhaps. So it's about becoming an expert in something. So when this kind of reminds me of Jupiter, because Jupiter's all about higher education. So this might be about learning a new craft and becoming an expert in your field. I feel that if you focus on something creative, look, all here, he's working on something on one pentacle right here. So he's really in his artistry, right? And really doing, sometimes I think that this is like an experiential learning. So I think it's about kind of learning from someone. I don't necessarily mean it's going back to school for formal education for a degree or anything, but this could be a course. And all the coins are on the top, so the potential to earn money is there. So think about that, and look, clarifying it is the Emperor, and the Emperor I always think is very kind of Virgo energy, right? It's all about structure, it's all about rules, it's all about regulations, it's all about organization, putting everything in its place, crossing T's and dotting I's, getting your paperwork ready, clearing out. Oh, it's very the full moon. This is very the full moon. It's getting rid of everything, cutting things out. I'm definitely getting that. Get rid of anything that you don't need. And this could be learning from this experience of really organizing. Look, this is decluttering. This can be decluttering your mind, your office, your house, your space. It's just cutting the fat is what I'm getting. Cut the fat. Yes, get everything sorted. Now, the next card out is the 7 of Cups, right? And the Seven of Cups is it's kind of confusion. It's like Neptunian energy, right? And Neptune is playing a huge part, a huge role this week. So Neptune it's having all these decisions and really not knowing. It's, this energy is very, this energy is very mutable that we have this week. So mutable energy is very kind of, easily influenced, right? And then you have confusion because you can't make a definitive decision because, there's too much confusion. Oh, let me do that. Oh, no, wait, they said I'll do that. Oh, yeah, okay, I'll do that. Oh, but wait, she said I should do that. She's right, I think I'll do that. Oh, but what? You're telling me to do that? You know what? I think you might be right. I think I might do that. So it's really not making a decision. And there's all these opportunities in your vicinity, in your presence, and you really don't know what to make of it. Now, sevens, I always say, are introspective. It's about going in. It's about making that decision. And you have the Seven of Wands clarifying it, right? 77. This is about, I'm going to look that number up because I need to look, I'm going to look that up in a second. Actually, I'm going to get the book right now and look it up. I'll be back in one moment. Bloody hell. Sat down too long. Oh, that was very hot. Okay, 77. I need my glasses for this. Excusez-moi, mon s'il vous plaît. Keep up the great work. Everything you're doing right now has the Midas touch. OMG. I really feel that. I feel that the Midas touch is coming in here. Oh, wow, I can really see the cards now. Anyway. Let me take them off. Okay, so the Seven of Wands is about knowing your values and standing up for them and not compromising in that way and not being influenced by others, by the group. Sometimes standing up for your values isn't very easy. It can be difficult at times because it goes against the grain. It might go against what everybody else is saying. But in your heart of hearts, you know that it's the right thing for you. So what I would say here is meditation. Declutter your mind. Really, your analytical mind can do a number on you and confuse you even more because you're analyzing everything. So you need to kind of give that a little break, and you have to go within and you have to say to yourself, what are my values? What do I really value? What is important to me? And then stand your ground. Don't get walked over. Don't let anyone walk over you. Make sure that you stand your ground and you stand up for what's right, what you believe is right. And the way you can do that is through quietening the mind. And meditation, 7 is massive. You've got to meditate, a Virgo. Now the next card out is the Page of Cups. This is a message of love. And I'm getting that you really need this message of love right now, Virgo. It's something that you're craving. It's something that's been missing for some of you. I don't mean you're missing love, that you don't have love in your life, but the declaration of love, or, people telling you how much they love you, is perhaps not out front. Like people you're not feeling it maybe you haven't felt it Maybe you haven't felt loved. I'm getting that for some of you. So, you know, we all feel that way sometimes, right? But I feel that you are feeling that way. Some of you are feeling that way. So this is a welcome, right? So when you get this message of love, right? This somebody's declaration of love for you. Now, this could be a child's declaration of love for you. It could be a friend's declaration, of family member, you know, and for some of you, it's definitely romantic love. It's really welcome. It's just what you need. This message of love is what you need right now. It's almost like you felt bereft of it, and you've probably been so busy that you haven't kind of noticed that you were even bereft of it, or sometimes you felt it. Well, love is coming in for some of you guys. I'm so happy for you. And look what's clarifying it. The Three of Cups. This is celebration. Celebrate. Da, 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 da. I know I don't know the other words. So this can mean, look, the message of love can come like kick off your heels and go out for a night with the girls or a night with the guys, and bask in the what's the word I want to say, in the flirtatious advances of somebody, you know, that it's not overt, and it's not unwelcome. It's something that you'll enjoy. You deserve it. You know, you work so hard and you're so busy in service for other people that sometimes you forget to take care of yourself. So I'm definitely getting that you need to take care of yourself, Virgos. It's really important, you know. Pamper yourself. Go for a massage. Go for a day's beauty with the girls. You know, enjoy. Love yourself. If you're not getting a declaration of love from someone else, make sure you are feeling loved by you. You know, by treating yourself to this wonderful spa day, if that's, you know, floats your boat, whatever it is, you know. If you're a guy, then, you know, maybe golf or you know, whatever it is for you, baseball game or something, I don't know, whatever feeds your soul, whatever makes you feel alive, whatever makes you feel appreciated and loved, and makes you feel that abundance. Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in. Happy birthday to you all. Please don't forget to like this video and share it with friends, families, neighbors, social media. Help me grow this channel. I would really appreciate that. And comment. I live for comments and feedback. And if you haven't, oh, and you know, guys, you love to give feedback. My sister, right, Kath? She's always giving me feedback. She calls it constructive criticism, but, you know, it's kind of on the edge. Anyway, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.